Hey everyone, I'm so sorry Zoom is not working for us today. I'm your teacher, I'm Tracy. I have been teaching at COD for 18 years. I'm in year 19 now, and I'm really excited about our class, High Beginning ESL. So hopefully this will work on Wednesday and we can get back to normal, have our class. And in the meantime, I did send you an email today. I will send you later today your login for Burlington English so that you can get on Burlington English and start doing some lessons. So I'm going to share my Burlington screen right now and just show you a few things, okay? So here's my Burlington screen right here, okay? And here's the virtual class scheduler. You can go here and find the link to our class. You should, if I can figure this out, I've not tried this yet, but you should be able to also have the link to this video in that scheduler. Okay, I'll try to do that. So as of right now, I think this is getting emailed to you through COD email. Okay, so we're gonna go to courses. All right, so when you go onto yours, you're gonna see this Burlington core right here, High Beginners. All right, that is your course, okay, High Beginners. Okay, so when you're only gonna see few of these, this is the teacher side. Okay, so this student lesson is what you are going to work in when you go to your lessons, okay? So for example, if you click on student lessons and if you wanted to start working today, that would be awesome. You will be in class for 3 hours a week and you will be on Burlington English completing assigned work for 3 hours a week, okay? I'll be going over the syllabus a little bit, probably some today, but mostly on Wednesday when we can be in person. But there is a policy of being withdrawn from class if you do not meet those requirements. If you miss 5 times of online class, on the 6th time of missing online class, you'll be dropped. And I think that also includes doing your 3 hours of work per week. But for example, if you do 2 hours one week and 4 hours the next week, that's okay. I have a little leniency on that, just as long as you're getting in the full amount of work over time. So for example, this is your lesson, okay? So the first unit and the first lesson is personal information, and you can see that there are 8 different lessons in this personal information, and you just click on the first one, and now you can see there are across the top, get ready, vocabulary, listen, speak, vocabulary, focus. So that first page you just read. We go to the next page. And see, it shows right here, 8% complete, which means I looked at that first lesson. And now there is actually something for you to do here. Now, when you are working on this, if you want to see your lessons in your language, see this little globe icon here? If you click that, if you click this, your directions would be in your own language. So I have it set for me as the teacher in Spanish. So you can see that it has the directions in Spanish. If your language is Urdu, or if your language is Arabic, or if your language is Polish or Lithuanian or something else, it should be able to put your directions, only the directions, in your language. And the work is in English. The directions can be in your own language. So you see it's red now, which means it's showing my language, or your language. If I click back, voila, it goes back to English, okay? So we will look at this exercise. Here's a picture, Okay, here's a picture, and sometimes you have to move it. See how I can scroll it? And there's a scroll bar right there. You move your mouse. I'm on a laptop, so I'm moving it with my little pad, mouse pad. But if you have a desktop, you would just move it with your mouse, okay? And then you pick answers. The people are, where are they, at work or at school? You choose an answer. And then you can check. So look, you can see green or red. Red is showing you that that answer is incorrect. You can reset and do it again. And you hit check down in this corner. There you go. All the answers are correct. If you look over in the left corner, you can see it tells you 100 out of 100. If you look up here, you have now completed 17% of your lesson. So this tells you you got 100 out of 100. That's your percent. 100% correct. Yay, that's good. Okay, and then this is how much you have completed. We'll look at vocabulary. So again, there's 6 lessons across the vocabulary. This is where you can record yourself. You can listen to the word. Reporter. Reporter. You click the arrow to listen. Now my laptop is a little tricky, and I have to put my face way down here to the microphone to hear record. Reporter. And look, there it shows you in Spanish. It's for some reason it's not recording right now. I've had some issues with that in the past, but once we get to class, I'll work that out. Something to do with what's inside my computer not exactly working right, but we will get through that. But here you can hear reporter, okay? And here shows you, so when you see that little globe, that means you can see the word in your own language. Go to college. Improve. Open my own business. Okay, so restaurant management. So you can listen to all of them. I'll have to figure out again why this recording part for me is not working yet, but I'll get that taken care of. Okay, so here's again another exercise. Now notice at the bottom, notice down here where my little arrow is, that it says 1/2. 1/2. Okay, that means that there are 2 pages to this. See, there are 4. So you click the arrow, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Okay, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. And then choose the correct pictures. The woman is taking classes at the adult school. A man is talking to a reporter. Okay, so I've picked them, and let's check. Well, number 1 was right. Number 2, nope. Number 3, nope. Number 4. I just reset, and I can do it over. So you can see first you see the words, then you see the words being used. Now you are dragging and dropping words into a box. Okay, you're taking this word. Kira set, to read more English, set a goal. So you just move it, okay? Let's check. I didn't answer all the questions. So if you don't finish all the questions and it says check, I say okay, it's going to show me that I've got the first one right, but I don't have the rest ones. So yes, I can correct myself. check again, all good. So now again, you see your score and you see how much you have finished. You see your score and you see how much you have finished. One more vocabulary exercise. And again, it's just dragging and dropping. Now we go to listening. Excuse me. I need a little sip of my coffee. Okay. When you come to class, have some coffee, have your water with you. That's great. Okay. So now this is listen. And again, here you can scroll to see the pictures. Okay. So you see this little arrow right here in the top left of the picture. Here's this girl and here's an arrow. So just like when you looked at the vocabulary lesson and there was the arrow that you clicked on. So you see there's an arrow right there. So for this listening, see the arrow. You click.
Today, I'm at the Redwood Adult School. It's the first day of classes. Let's talk to some of the students.
Okay, so you listen to the conversation. Here are the directions, and then you are picking your answer, true or false. A reporter is talking to two students, so here are the two students at the Redwood Adult School. Listen to the conversation and choose true or false. It's the first day of classes at Redwood Adult School. True. We'll just pick some answers and see if I guessed right. Let's check. So two of them are incorrect. Reset and start again. So when you click on that, see it'll make the pictures bigger. The magnifying glass, okay? The magnifying glass. That will make your pictures bigger. Go back. It'll make the picture smaller, and here's your exercise. Okay, again, it's just dragging and dropping, okay? If you want to listen again, the directions tell you, listen again. Here you go, listen again. You click the arrow. Click the arrow. So here's some speaking practice. And this is again, so we can click the arrow, okay, and we can listen.
What's your goal?
In the future, I want to work at a restaurant.
That sounds interesting.
So you can go through and you can listen. So there are two people, Cassandra and Amal. If you hit continuous at the bottom and you start right here.
In the future, I want to work at a restaurant.
That sounds interesting.
Yes, right now I'm studying restaurant management in college.
I see.
What's your goal?
I want to open my own business.
How exciting!
Yes, I want to open a restaurant. But first, I need to improve my English.
Good luck.
Okay, so now it says in the directions, so we've listened to the conversation. I would like for you to do that, listen to the conversation, okay? And then you get to pick a character. You can pick Cassandra or Amal. We pick Cassandra. Now there we see the microphone. What's your goal? Yeah, my microphone is not picking my speaking up today, so I'm gonna have to go fix that somehow. All right, but that's what you would do. You click on the microphone and you will record Cassandra or you will record Amal. All right, and then it asks to check. You did not complete. Yeah, so you see this little circle. So it's gonna fill in some of those spaces when you record. Since mine's not working so great right now, I'll have to try this again later and see if I put in my headphones, if it works better. But I'll have to try to fix that in my computer. All right, so here's more speaking. And again, notice at the bottom, there are 4 screens to look at. Okay, listen to the question, then listen to the answers and record the correct one. So same as before. Now there's some vocabulary focus. All right, learn these phrases and record yourself. So you listen and then record. All right, and then here, you're dropping and dragging again. Okay. And let's check. Yes, I want to correct myself so I can fix the ones that I did not get correct. So I want to get a better job, help with their schoolwork, continue my education, okay? Okay, so it does show I've completed 50%. So when I go in the background and I look, Teacher Tracey, I look at your work, I can see how much you have finished. And so I will encourage you, I'll send you an email or a text, and I'll say, hey, I noticed you didn't finish this section. Do you have any questions? Do you need help? Please go in and complete. We'd like for you to complete 75%. Okay, so right now I'm at 50, but we want that to be 75% to see that you are doing as much work, or 100%. 75 to 100% we would like for you to complete. Okay. All right, so if we go click this arrow here, will take us back, all right, to the very beginning page. So we have finished 50% of listening and speaking. There's grammar, reading, grammar, watch and speak, more grammar, life skills, and writing. So there are a lot of different areas for you to work in, okay? So again, you have lessons across the top. You'll be get ready, you're just reading. Get ready, you're reading. You see there are words that are bold. You're choosing an answer, true or false. There's presentation. Okay, so this is the grammar lesson, and I would show this to you in my teaching lesson. Okay, so when you just click through, you see, just make sure you read your directions, and notice that the directions, you see them right here, are in purple. All the directions are written in purple. Review the rules and read the examples. And again, here's the little globe. Click the globe. It changes to your language so you can see the directions. Okay. Now, here's this little, what that's called is accessibility. Okay, so if you need something to be read out loud to you, it'll read it out loud. If you need larger text, you can make the text bigger. So if I click that, see how it's making all the directions bigger? Okay. Or I can just reset it. So if you need bigger directions, or let's click the read. I'm not seeing how the read doesn't seem to be working right now, but we'll move on. But again, if you need to see it bigger, you can use that. Oh, now I'm having a little bit of, oh, there, it's reading. Okay, so we'll click that off right now. Okay, so again, more practice. Make sure to look at the bottom to see if you have an arrow to click to a second page. Make sure to look at the bottom to see a second page. So you have plenty of practice lessons. Okay, complete the sentences. So here is an example of you have to type in your answer. Okay, complete the sentences with questions with am, is, or are. So we just did that lesson. The presentation was on the simple present of be. So you have to type in let's check. So I typed in using my keyboard, or if you're on your phone, you'll have to type in from your keyboard, and let's check. Oh, I need to correct myself. Yes. So here are the ones that are correct. Check again. Done. Okay, so you have lots of practice. Some are drag and drop, some things you listen, you pick the answer, you type in the words. So there are many different ways to use. Here again, you take the words, you drop them in, complete the text. Again, choose 5 sentences that are true for you and record them. So you can look through this list, listen to everyone, and then decide which one is true for me. I have a job. That's true for me.
I have a job.
My mother lives in the U.S.
My mother lives in the U.S.
Yeah. My family speaks English at home.
My family speaks English at home.
And notice that you have to scroll. There's a few more there, okay? So it asks for you to choose 5. I picked, so let's see. My guide to school. I want to improve my English. So there are the 5, and then you can record. And then is review. Well, it just talks about what did we do in this lesson. We worked on the be verb, okay? And it has some sentences, 1 through 6. The directions say correct the errors in bold according to the grammar in the lesson. Okay, so the grammar in the lesson, go back to presentation 3. This is the lesson, simple present of be. Okay, so here we go to our review. Okay, now I want to show you something here. So you would be correcting this, but I want to show you this right here, pronunciation. This,
as in heat,
has some pronunciation for you if you want it. All right, so we want to close that. So you can just watch, you can listen, you can practice, okay? So that's pronunciation, how some of the sounds are made if you want to do that during your lesson. So we'll close that. And these three little dots, that's switch, okay? So you click on that and see it takes you back to the original menu, okay? So if you want to go to a worksheet and look at a worksheet, okay, you can do that. I suggest you use that at the end if you want to go and look at a worksheet. There are worksheets online that you can look at, okay, and practice. I don't have a printer at home, and I don't know if you have a printer at home. You could print the worksheet out and do the practice, or you can look at it on your screen and write answers in your workbook. That would be very helpful. So here is your review, and you're going to correct the errors. Am the test today? Is the test today? Okay, and question. So you're typing in the box. We'll hit the check. Yes, I want to check even though I didn't finish. And yes, I want to correct myself. Okay, so we'll continue. All right, so you can see, I suggest for you to try to work through the first 4 units in a week. As we go through class, I'm going to try to get through, okay, 1 through 4 or 1 through 5 on Monday, and then 6, 7, 8 on Wednesday. Then review that whole personal information and then do the next one. Just because of time, we're probably not going to be able to go through every single one. So some of the exercises, some of the instruction, I will go through a little quicker. So I'm going to show you now in-class lessons. This is what you will see. This is what you will see when we're in class. This is for me, the teacher. You will not see in-class lessons, okay? You will see worksheet, student lesson, vocabulary practice, my portfolio. You will not see in-class lessons. That is for me. So those are the lessons I'm using as your teacher, okay? So the teacher lessons are green. See the green color. Teacher lessons are green. And the student lessons are blue. So you noticed what we were working on before was a student lesson. That's the blue lesson. Okay, so I will go ahead and do a couple of lessons. And then you can work on as much as you'd like. It's up to you. But you will be required to work at least 3 hours in Burlington English each week. So that would be Monday through Sunday, okay? I need to turn in an attendance for you on Sunday. So maybe like Sunday through Saturday, you can work on your lessons, because then Sunday I have to see that you have worked your 3 hours from the week before. So by Sunday, we have class on Monday and Wednesday. And by the time I send in attendance for you on Sunday, you should have worked for 3 hours, okay, 3 hours online in your student lessons. You can use it on your phone. So if you've done some lessons on your computer at home, and then you are maybe waiting at the doctor's office, or you're have an extra 15 minutes at home, or you're waiting for your child from a practice, or you just have some extra time where you don't have your computer. If you have some time where you don't have your computer, but you have your phone, okay, if you went to the orientation, you should be able to see how to log in to Burlington English on your phone. So I have my phone right here, and I will show you. I have Burlington English on my phone. Okay, so if you can see right here, That's my Burlington English. So I clicked on that, okay, and it has the login. All right. Now, everyone's going to get their login information today. Hopefully you've already gotten it. Monday is a very busy day for me today because I am doing my class. I have another part-time job and I'm coming to COD today to help register new students. So I will be very, very busy. I'll be going from one job to the next thing today. So hopefully you will be getting all this information soon. But if you're very excited and you want to get into Burlington English and you didn't get an email yet, your login, your username for everybody is your COD ID number. Your COD ID number, which you should have received at your orientation. And your password is your the word password, PASSWORD 1. And then you can log in to Burlington English. So I'm going to log in on my phone right now and show you what it looks like. But you just have to get the app, whatever. If you have Android phone or an iPhone, you go to your Play Store or the App Store and you look for Burlington English and you download it on your phone. Okay, so I logged in. Because I'm a teacher, I have a lot of squares. You will not have as many, but you will see the virtual class schedule. That's purple. And this, okay, this has, you see there's the dates for our class, okay? There are the dates for our class today, Wednesday, next Monday, next Wednesday. And that has the link to the Zoom meeting, okay? So you see, if you click on that, it has the link to the Zoom meeting. And that's where you should, hopefully it works on Wednesday, okay? Hopefully it works on Wednesday. Okay, so that's how you can use your phone for that. So if I clicked the, in the virtual class scheduler, there's a little house in the corner. The little house just takes you back, okay? So courses, those are your courses, and you are a high beginning. I think you'll only see high beginning, okay? This is a little tutorial that shows you can just listen to. This might pop up on your computer as well. If you want to skip that, just hit close at the bottom and go to your student lesson. And here are your student lessons on your phone, okay? They work exactly the same as the lessons do if you're on your computer. So we're gonna do just a couple quick lessons right now and then we'll be finished for today. Just again, I'm so sorry Zoom didn't work. I was really excited for school today and to get to meet you all, but hopefully it'll work for us on Wednesday. All right, so here's our get ready for our very first lesson. In this lesson, you are going to listen to students talking about their goals. Then you are going to speak about your own goals. You will give short responses, use topic vocabulary, reasons for studying English. So you have to kind of scroll again to see the whole picture. I'm gonna move myself out of the way there. Okay, but you can see these are students. This is a little like bullseye. It's interesting, like where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Here it looks like a student talking maybe with a teacher or an advisor. So for everyone here, we talk about goals in school. And Your goal should be to move to the next level of the English language class, okay? ESL, English as a second language, or sometimes they call it English language acquisition. Your goal for our 16-week class should be that you want to have moved from the high beginner to the low intermediate, the next level. Okay. So again, see, it looks like the student lesson. Same thing. Interpret, look at the picture, and discuss the questions. Well, we can't discuss today, but hopefully when we looked at your student lesson, you understand. We heard, right? Where are these people? So here I might be asking you during class, okay, Ishmael, where are the people? And then you can tell me. I might say, Christina, why do you think a reporter is there? And I might call on someone else. Bertha, what is the reporter doing? Now notice 1 and 2, click to the next one. I might say, Louisa, what questions do you think she's asking? So when we have class, when we're live together and I can see you and you can see me, you will be talking during class, okay? You will give answers. And it's okay if you're not quite sure, I can always help you with that, okay? So let's look at the first answer. They're in front of the adult school, right? Because there's a sign and they look like they're outside. Let's look at all the answers. Why do you think a reporter is there? Well, looks like it's the first day. Welcome to Redwood Adult School. Good luck to all of our students. Well, it might not look like that today because today most students across the United States are working at home on a computer, okay? What is the reporter doing? What is the reporter doing? She is asking the students questions. I wonder what kind of questions she's asking. That's the next page. What questions do you think she's asking? Are you a student here? What are you studying? Maybe she's asking, is this your first class? How did you find out about the school? Something like that. Okay, so let's look at some quick vocabulary. So if you see, we'll see right here, this is a vocabulary worksheet. Now, when you do your lesson, you saw the vocabulary words, okay? You saw the vocabulary words. Now, I could go here, worksheets, and let's see if we can find, here's the word list. So here I can show you the vocabulary, okay? Here is the word list for vocabulary. So we already saw a few of these words. Reporter, go to college, improve, open my own business, restaurant management, take a class. So you see how these are in sections. Get ready is what we were just working on. Now we're in vocabulary. Then there's listen, then there's speak, and then there's vocabulary focus. Okay. So we'll go back to the lesson. Oh, okay. I need to close this. I don't know why my computer is not cooperating with this right now, but let me find my way back to our lesson. Okay, here we go. Back to the lesson. So I will click out of that. Okay. So this is worksheets. I'll just go, oh, right here, back to the lesson. Okay, so we're on that part 1. So here is our listening exercise. Oh, I'm sorry, let's go back to vocabulary. We didn't really finish that. And that's very important. So learn key vocabulary from this lesson. Match the sentence. Let's get this out of the way. So we're matching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So where do you think number 1 goes? Samantha's English isn't very good. Again, when you see a little arrow, click on the arrow.
Samantha's English isn't very good. She wants to improve her English. Samantha's English isn't very good. She wants to improve her English.
Okay.
Samantha's English isn't very good. She wants to improve her English.
Okay, so we listened to it several times. That goes right here. You heard the whole thing, so then you can match.
Jonas wants to be an engineer. He needs to go to college for 4 years.
That goes down here. And again, you can see in bold the vocabulary focus. Improve, open his own business, takes classes, restaurant management, go to college.
Martin is a student. He takes classes at an adult school 5 days a week.
All right, I'm putting these letters in. And if you think you can do it without listening, you can try just by reading. But it's always good to listen.
Susie wants to help her father in his restaurant. That's why she's studying restaurant management. Susie wants to help her father in his restaurant. That's why she's studying restaurant management.
So see, if you keep clicking on the arrow, you can listen to it.
Solomon doesn't like
multiple
working
times.
for other people. He wants to open his own business one day. Solomon doesn't like working for other people. He wants to open his own business one day.
Okay, so now let's check to see if we did this correctly. Yep, all green. Now we have some listening exercises. Now probably not go through every single one, okay? Let's just do the first one. So here's just a little piece of information. A goal is what you hope to do or be in the future. After you set a goal, you often have to work or study to achieve it. So a reporter is talking to 2 students at Redwood Adult School. Listen and complete the table. So very similar to your exercises.
Today, I'm at the Redwood Adult School. It's the first day of classes. Let's talk to some of the students. Here's the first student. Hello, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Alyssa.
Where are you from, Alyssa?
I'm from Mexico.
I see. So, what are you studying?
I'm taking English classes.
And what are your goals?
Well, in the future, I want to be a teacher. But first, I need to improve my English. Then, I need to go to college.
That's great. Thank you, Alyssa, and good luck.
Thanks.
Let's talk to another student. Hello, sir. What's your name?
My name is Milo. I'm from Brazil.
So tell me, what are you studying at Redwood?
Restaurant management.
That sounds interesting. Do you work in a restaurant?
Yes, I'm a server, but my goal is to open my own business, a restaurant.
How exciting. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, so let's see what's gonna go in. Where is Elisa from? What is she studying? And what was her goal? To be a teacher. Okay, how about Milo? Brazil, studying restaurant management, open my own business. So let's see, do we think it's all correct? Let's check. Yeah, all correct. You see all the boxes are green, so we have completed that task. That's correct. So we're gonna try to get through this whole first lesson here. So here's Elisa. Look, she looks like she's a teacher here, and Milo looks like he's working in a restaurant, okay? So here you would listen to the conversation and answer some questions. You will do the same in your lessons. Listen to the conversation. So again,
Today, I'm at the Redwood Adult School. It's the first day of classes. Let's talk to some of the students. Here's the first student.
so we heard that. I'm not going to play the whole thing again, but what is Elisa doing now to help her achieve her goal? Well, what we heard was she was taking English classes. I want to make sure I get that capital letter on my sentence and period at the end. What is the next thing she needs to do? What did she say? She said she wanted to go to college, right? Whoops, bad spelling. There we go. What is Milo doing to help him achieve his goal? He's studying, right? Didn't he say he was studying? Again, my spelling. Restaurant management. Now, again, click. Let's find the next one. The reporter says, good luck to Elisa and Milo because she hopes they do well and achieve their goals. What else? When else do people say good luck? When they start, I'm going to say when they start something new. So let's show all the answers. When someone gets a new job, when someone moves to a new place, right? When someone starts something new, when something new and exciting happens in their life. They start a new job, they start a new school. And here are the rest of the answers. What is Elisa doing now to help her achieve her goal? She's improving her English. She's taking English classes. She wanted to go to college. He's working in a restaurant and he's studying restaurant management. I missed that part, working in a restaurant. All right, so which phrases does the reporter use to respond to the information she hears? So let's listen one more time. Now, when you see a question like this in your lessons, it's good to read this list first. I see, that's great. I understand, that sounds interesting. Wow, how exciting. So this tells you to listen again, and answer the question. Remember, you can listen as many times as you want.
Today, I'm at the Redwood Adult School. It's the first day of classes. Let's talk to some of the students. Here's the first student. Hello, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Alyssa.
Where are you from, Alyssa?
I'm from Mexico.
I see. So, what are you studying?
I'm taking English classes.
And what are your goals?
Well, in the future, I want to be a teacher. But first, I need to improve my English. Then, I need to go to college.
That's great. Thank you, Alyssa, and good luck.
Thanks.
Let's talk to another student.
So you can see that as I was listening, I heard the reporter say, I see, and that's great. So I checked these answers. Let's see what she says when she's talking to Milo.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
My name is Milo. I'm from Brazil.
So tell me, what are you studying at Redwood?
Restaurant management.
That sounds interesting. Do you work in a restaurant?
Yes, I'm a server, but my goal is to open my own business, a restaurant.
How exciting. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we can see these are the 4 things that the reporter said. I see, that's great, that sounds interesting, and how exciting. Yes. All right, so speaking, I think we might skip this because I cannot record right now, but practice the conversation in pairs, then change the words in color and role play. Use your own goals and the responses. So if we were here together, I would be asking someone to read Roberto and someone to read Luisa, okay? And here are some of the responses that we could change, but since we can't do that right now, I'm gonna skip that one and we'll go to vocabulary. So here again, some drag and drop to put in our box for vocabulary. So why are the people studying English? Complete the sentences. So we see Shuang is studying English so she can. Let's look at this picture. What does it look like she's doing? Okay. There's no little arrow, so we can't hear anything. We are just looking at these words. Is she continuing her education, getting a better job, or becoming an American citizen? And notice we have to scroll to see all the 3 that go with these 3 at the top. This looks like what? She's working maybe as a nurse. She has a stethoscope, and it looks like maybe she's in a hospital room. I don't see anything up here that says become a nurse or work in a hospital. So maybe it's get a better job. Diego was studying English so he can, look, he has standing in front of an American flag and holding his hand on his heart. I think that means become an American citizen, right? And let's scroll down. And Michelle is studying English so she can, look, she looks like, what is she doing in the picture? She is graduating, all right? She looks like she is finished college. She's holding what looks like a diploma. She's wearing the cap and the gown, the cap and the gown. Continue her education. We'll scroll to the next page. Now we see Ken is studying English so he can. What's he doing in this picture? Looks like he's working with children. And here's Sophia. Sophia is studying English so she can. Do you think these are Sophia's children? I think they might be her grandchildren because this looks like Sophia. This is probably Sophia's husband. And they look like they might be a little bit older. So these look like they could be their grandchildren and not their children. Okay, so Kenny is studying English so he can help his children with their schoolwork. And Sophia is studying English so she can talk to her grandchildren. Yes. Okay, so there's a review game. I don't know how often we are going to be able to do the games, but I can just show you what it looks like. We try to get 4 in a row. And you would be in teams, but since we can't do that right now, we're not going to work on the game. Okay, so if we did the game, the object of the game is to answer questions correctly in order to get 4 tokens in a row before the other team does. So we won't work on that game today, but we'll go back, and now we have finished Listen and Speak, Achieving Goals. That's really all we have time for today. So again, if you want to go in and work in your Burlington English right now, look for an email, look at your email. Everyone has a College of DuPage email address, and I'm going to send an email in the next few days, maybe after class on Wednesday, only to your COD email address. So you should have been able to complete logging into that and making your own password so that we can use your COD email address. It's very important for us to communicate with you. And I would like to only send emails to your COD email address. If you are having problems, please let me know. I will send you the orientation that you can watch. It's just slides, but it'll show you how to log into your COD email address and create a password, okay? So you will have to figure that out, but if you haven't done it yet, okay? But you can get into Burlington and start working on your lessons. If you have any questions, let me know. Also, just a little bit about me, you guys. I teach at COD and I have another job. So I can't always be available to speak with you if you have a question or if you text me or send me an email. I am also working someplace else besides teaching. So if you send me an email or send me a text, I should be able to get back to you in the evening or the next day, okay? So I would ask that you be patient in getting a response from me. And also, I will not be texting you very early or very late. I would like to keep our time of communication in a normal day. Let's say 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, so if you need to text me or call me or send me an email I probably will not get to right away, maybe the next day, but if you call me or email me, I will be able to respond to you pretty timely, pretty quickly, but usually I will respond to you by 9 p.m. If you haven't heard from me by 9 p.m., I will respond to you the next day, okay? I would also like to use the WhatsApp, and I'm going to put everybody in the, so I'll show you here on my phone. See, WhatsApp is right there. And I've heard that a lot of students have WhatsApp and are using WhatsApp to communicate with friends and family across the country or across the world. So if you can download WhatsApp onto your phone, then I can text directly through the WhatsApp to you, and you can directly contact me. So I don't get lost. I don't get your text doesn't get lost, and I can see it. So we will talk about that on Wednesday, is using WhatsApp. Okay, so we can communicate as well that way. So I am so excited to meet everybody. I pray that Zoom works for us on Wednesday. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye, and I will see you on Wednesday.